Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real, relevant, and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone. It is the Kim Jacobs Show, and I'm so excited to have with me today Miss Kimberly Fallis. How are you today, Kimberly?
I am blessed and glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Now, I know I had you backstage sharing it with your friends and everything, so I know you said you wanted to pop your glasses off. I don't know if you still want to do it or you want to leave them on. It's up to
that
you.
glare. Yes.
Well, you look good regardless of the glasses or the glare or any of that, just so you know, okay?
Thank you.
So glad to have you here in the virtual studio audience today. Today, everyone, we're going to be talking about how to get unstuck. How many people that's watching want to learn some tips on how to go from where you may be currently to where you need to be? And today, Kimberly Fallis is here to talk to us exactly about some tips on what we can do to get unstuck. So Kimberly, first of all, talk to us about when did you realize you were stuck? Because sometimes when people are on a journey, it's like, okay, what is she going to be talking to me about? How can she help me? Where did she come from?
Right. So it was in 2011, around about 11, I was in a position in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I was in Raleigh for years, most of my adult life. And I worked for the state treasurer's office. But I knew there was just more to life than just that one little box. I was in a position that had no promotion potential. I felt stagnated and I was really stuck. And it started to affect me emotionally, mentally. So I had to go on a quest to say, you know what, Lord, you've told me that there's more to life than just this. And I believe your word. So I decided to become the CEO, the self-leader of my own life. And I started to look for a job every day, no matter what, how tired I was. I had committed to at least applying for at least 3 jobs a day. I was open to where I wanted to be. I needed something different. I knew my time was up. I was so determined to be in Charlotte. I wanted to be in Charlotte oh so bad. I interviewed at Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. That didn't work out. So I said, okay, Lord, but I know your word is true. So I just continued to do my quest. And what I had to do was change my mindset. That was the major pivoting point for me, changing your mindset. Because where you are is not where you have to stay. This is not the final, this is just a pass through. So you don't have to feel like this is the end for you, no matter how old you are, how young you are, or where you are in your career or just in life in general. And as women, most of the time we put our aspirations and our thoughts on the back burner because we're serving so many other people. But you have to put yourself first. And I wasn't married at the time, so it was just me. So I didn't have any other factors. But that doesn't have to be your story either. Just because you're married and you have children, you can still excel and move on to other things if you just let the Lord direct your path. So that's how I started the quest of getting unstuck, because it was a career. And for you, it may not be your career. It could be stuck in your own thoughts. It doesn't have to be in a physical place. It could be in your mind. Negative beliefs. People are in your ear with negative talk. And you just have to have the confidence in God enough to know that if he said that you have more for you, then it is more for you. But do you believe it? You have to believe it first.
That's good. What a way to start this show off already. Listen, Kimberly Fallis is already dropping some significant knowledge for us. She is a speaker, soon to be author, empowerment coach, CEO of Level Up Academy,
And she's known as the navigator because of her ability to direct and map out the necessary steps to transform the lives of her clients. So this woman has done a lot of things to help quite a few people, not only the other people, but herself. And so today we're learning from someone that's been self-taught as well as willing to open up and be transparent to help you. So as you all are coming in, let us know where you're visiting in from. And I'm so glad to see you this morning, Mother Patricia Lofton. She said, good morning, Kim. Hey, Mother Lofton. You're looking great. Oh, whoa, Mother Lofton said, oh, of all days, Mother Lofton, you would come on, you would show the blades out. Thank you so much, Mother. I appreciate it. I hope it's not too much. And please, by all means, I'm a very obedient person. So if you say, girl, cover them shoulders up, guess what? I'll go right now. You don't even have a clue. That's how obedient I am. I will go right now and throw a whole shawl on. Okay. So Mother Lofton, just so you know, Kimberly, she is our state supervisor of women in the Department of the Church of God in Christ in the North Carolina 2nd Jurisdiction. So I give honor where honor is due. I'm so excited to have her on today.
Yes.
All right. All right. So good morning. Good morning to you, Lady Tanya Anderson. And she's the author of the 21-day prayer challenge and journey. And it is something that's life-changing, even for children. My mom is on. Good morning to you, Mommy. Glad Tanya, you're going to laugh at me. You're so funny. Okay. All right. So anyway, we're talking with Kimberly Fallis today about getting unstuck. And what I would like for you all to do in the studio audience is type some things that cause people, you don't have to say it's you, it can be a friend, cause people to get stuck. And I was trying to think of that myself. And some of the things that came up for me were like heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think, what are some things you could think of, Kimberly,
Disappointment.
that cause people to get stuck?
Oh, when you're disappointed, like if you saw something and then it didn't work out, and that disappointment made you think that that was the end. So disappointment can keep you stuck. Like I said, negative thoughts, negative beliefs, the lack of self-confidence.
Negative thoughts. Okay. Well, I don't know why I'm typing because Cassandra's back there typing. So she's probably like, she's shaking her head. She's like, and plus you don't need to lean too much anyway. You need to calm down with that slit. So I'm just going to sit like this today. Very, very calm. All right. I'll let Cassandra type backstage. How about that? But heartbreak, disappointment. I see you putting a comment. Past negative experiences. Correct.
Yes.
And anything that can lead to you feeling like, I'm frozen here. And that's what I think of when I think of when you're stuck, you're kind of like paralyzed, right?
Yes. Or sort of like, I sometimes use the analogy of, when you have to step on some gum, it doesn't necessarily keep you in one spot, but you're just stuck to that. You're moving, but you're not moving. And the gum just won't come off. And you have to, scrape and rake, and finally you get unstuck, but it takes work. And sometimes, for the most part, to get unstuck with anything, it takes inner work, and it's not a quick process. You have to have patience doing the process. So when you're stuck, just trust God, and more than anything, trust the process. So for me, I started the quest of trying to get unstuck in my current position, and it was a long process. So that was 11. It took until 2013 before I really got unstuck.
That's interesting. So you wanted to be in a certain area. You said you wanted to be in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, and you were kind of set on that. Yes. No matter what it takes, I'm going to apply for all kinds of jobs, but it just wasn't happening for you, right?
Right.
So then ultimately a few years later, the process for you was a few years.
Yes.
So the whole time you could feel the heaviness, the weight, the gum sticking. You're trying to scrub your foot at the bottom of the concrete to get the actual gum from sticking, but it was still there. Remnants of it was still there.
Yes. So you
then
can see how it affected
what happened?
So what happened was, even though I was on that quest, and like I said, I applied at Charlotte Mecklenburg County Schools and came to Charlotte, interviewed. I also started broadening my search. So I even applied and I interviewed at Georgia Tech. So the two key areas that I wanted to be my top two was Charlotte and Atlanta. They didn't work out. So what I started to do again, changing my mindset, not looking at it as, well, this is just where I should be and it's not working out. I looked at it as, what lessons are you learning? So along the way, I had to start to do inner work, thought process, changing the mindset, getting with like-minded people, finding a mentor, seeing myself where I already was. I started to come into work dressing differently. And they would go, wow, you must have an interview today. I said, no, I'm dressing like who I want to become. So I had to already leave where I was. Physically, I was there, but mentally, I was gone. And God had to do all that inner work to get me prepared to move. So when the call came, it wasn't where I thought it would be, because I did not focus on the DMV area. That's the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, because I knew the cost. It's very, very expensive. And I had been in Raleigh from 1987 to 2013. So when you ask God for change, you have to be willing to accept how the answer comes. I did not think that the yes would be in an entirely different state. So I didn't sell my home. I rented my home out, and I just packed up and I left. And I moved to the Northern Virginia area. Yes.
Let me interject for a second, because with some people, especially, I can speak for myself as a Christian, that I can't speak for everybody else, but sometimes I know that I've had situations where it's like, this is where I must be. This is where God is calling me to be. This is where I'm supposed. So I feel like that as a woman that's a Christian, but sometimes I feel like there are people in life that we limit ourselves,
Yes.
and we pigeonhole what God has for us to do and for us to accomplish, because we're so determined that this has to be the way, the will of God. This has to be what he has for me to be doing. But in your case, it sounded like when you just expanded your mindset and you broadened your horizon, so many more opportunities became available to you, but they weren't in the area that you designated, which was the Raleigh or the Charlotte or surrounding areas. They were in a whole, not in Georgia, but in Maryland. So when we come back from this commercial break, what I'd like for you to talk about is, how do you broaden your mindset? How do you open your mind to wanting to get unstuck? Because some people don't even know that they're stuck. So what do you do to get unstuck if you don't know that you're stuck and you really are in the picture frame, as Les Brown says, and from your perspective, everything looks fine. You don't see yourself. Other people outside are like, do you not see you? So when we come back after this commercial break, I'd like for you to talk about that some, if you don't mind.
Yes.
All right, everybody, listen, we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And today's episode is sponsored by Snow Legal, the Snow Legal Group with attorney Kenneth D. Snow. You can reach them at 704-358-0026. And you can also email them at info@snowlegal.com. When you reach out to them, let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show did send you their way.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone. We're talking here with Kimberly Fallis, who is the Getting Unstuck expert. And I'm so excited about having her here today. I do want to let you know that today's episode is also sponsored by Lamb Funeral Home. Now, Lamb Funeral Home, they're certified in all 50 states. So even though they are in the Concord, North Carolina area, and I'll show you their website right quick, I want you to know that you can get service no matter where you are in the 50 states throughout the United States here. So they have a caring, comprehensive funeral home service that has a caring atmosphere. They're located in Concord, North Carolina. Their phone number is 704-782-3011. Over 28 years of experience. And Mr. Lamb is actually a veteran himself. And so he knows a lot about different veteran benefits, things that he came on the show to talk about that I had never heard of, that you have the right to have if you're a veteran or an adult dependent child of a veteran or a spouse of a veteran. So make sure that you reach out to them. And not even if you're a veteran, even if it's just a general situation where unexpected death happens, you want to know what to expect, what the immediate needs are, and also deal with some funeral pre-planning. So go ahead and reach out to them and let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. And we are back with our special guest today, Kimberly Fallis. So Kimberly, talk to us. What about people that don't know that they're stuck? How do you help them?
So sometimes you don't really know. It could be an event that takes place and you all of a sudden realize, I'm in a bad place. Or if you have the internal pull, or you hear whispers. Sometimes we already know, but we fail to really acknowledge. So I would do some questioning, asking you, where do you see yourself? Where do you want to be? And what is your vision statement for yourself? And then those types of powerful questions will start your wheels to turning to say, well, maybe there is more for me. I never thought of it. Maybe I can do that. I could say, well, I hear you saying, and then you go, you're right. I've always wanted to start my catering business, or whatever the case may be, or I've always wanted to pursue this education, this degree. And you just felt like you couldn't for whatever reason. But when we start to do the deep dive and the deep questioning, you're determined then, well, there is more for me. And why am I so afraid to pursue more? Because sometimes you're in a crowd or you're in your circle and nobody else is moving. And you feel like if you moved, how are they going to receive that? Because they're stuck themselves. So we just get comfortable. But you have to start aligning yourself with like-minded people, seeking a mentor to do what you want to do. Seek that, or getting to a group. For me, I started to join the Black Human Resources Association, where I could see some other people doing other things. Because I was at the state treasurer's office, and most of the people that work for the state government, I call it, they've been born there. They've been there since 18. That's all they know. And they think that's okay. But for me, I knew that was just not it for me.
Wow. And it's not that it's not okay for them, because maybe, like you say, that is what they want to do. That's what they're passionate about. And they were born in it and love it, and they embrace it, and they're okay with being in that environment. But when you know that there's more for what God has for your life, it is so important to get unstuck and to do everything within your power to break free from shake the shackles off, because you got to get free.
You have to get free. Because I feel like you do yourself a disservice when you don't. You don't want to leave this earth with a stone and, so to speak, unturned. I'd rather fail forward than not to fail it, and not to even try. Because in life, it's not failure, it's lessons. Because everything may not work out, but that doesn't mean you still should be in that situation. Because the enemy can tell you, well, see, that didn't work. You probably need to stay here and play safe. And that's not necessarily true. You have to know within yourself that God has told you that. And if you believe and stand on his word, then his word will never return void. So you have to also be willing to wait. Like I said, I wanted it yesterday, but it didn't take that. It took 3 years. And then when it came, it was not even like I expected. I didn't expect to leave an area that I had been in my entire adult life. I moved to Northern Virginia. I didn't know anyone.
So tell us about that experience when you step out of your comfort zone and you're out there and you're having to adjust and network with all new people. That's happening to a lot of people right now as they're going to new jobs due to COVID, and they're trying to figure out new industries. And they're like, oh my goodness, new schools, going from home to going back into the public school systems. There are all kinds of threats in the community. It's a lot happening. So when people are forced in a new area, how do you suggest that you adjust?
Well, you do definitely have to see God in everything we do. Okay. Even though we are Christian, we're still human. So we're going to get afraid. You're going to be afraid. That's a natural emotion to be afraid, but do it afraid. And the funny thing about it for me, I was never afraid. I just knew that if I did, I was in a situation of desperation. I knew that if I did nothing, nothing would change. And I said, well, God, if you have called me to this area, then I'm here. And every day I say, Lord, I trust you. I'm very easy to make friends and I'm a people person. So I wasn't um, ever a time that I felt alone. It's just a different place with new
Right.
people. So it's again, mindset and perspective. Open yourself up. When we open ourselves up, the possibilities are limitless, but you got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. It is uncomfortable, but it's going to be more uncomfortable if you stay where you are.
That's good. Very, very good advice. You're sharing some great information and great tips. I want people to know how they can stay connected with you as well mid-show so that they'll know exactly where to reach out to you after the show. So give everybody your contact information there.
Well, on all social media platforms, my name, Kimberly Fallis. If you want to reach out to me and have maybe a 30-minute journey session, if you want to dig deeper, I can certainly help you create a strategic plan. You can go to my website, levelupwithkimberlyfallis.com, and there's a little schedule button there. You can click on that and you can set up a time to speak with me. It's a free 30-minute call. In 30 minutes, you'd be surprised. We can get to an aha.
A whole lot of aha.
And that is true. It doesn't take, a year to get to the aha, but it will take some time to create a plan. So reach out to me. And like I said, all social media platforms, my name, Kimberly Fallis. My personal pages is Kimberly Fallis, Instagram, and my website, levelupwithkimberlyfallis.com.
That's excellent, Kimberly. And I'm sure people will be reaching out because this is some good information. And it seems like you have kind of, how some people have matured in their journey and some of the things that you're saying, I relate very well to. That's probably why you're a Kimberly. I'm a Kimberly. I don't think any two Kimberlys are alike or anything, but we might have some similarities here.
That's right.
I do believe wholeheartedly in not leaving any stone unturned in life. And that's what many of my friends know. If that is an opportunity that God wants me to pursue, I'm going to turn that stone and I'm going to analyze it, evaluate, weigh it, and determine if that's something he wants me to pursue. So I love the advice that you're sharing today.
That's right.
I see some pictures here and I want to know who are these lovely people.
Oh, well, I am an only child, believe it or not. So this is my love, my mother, my best friend, my everything, my ride or die.
Oh, and she's leaning on you too.
And that is my other mother. That's my mom and my aunt, which is her sister. I had a tribe of women, and that's what really is my foundation. All of my aunts, my mom had 7 sisters, 7. It was 7. It was 12 of them. My mom is the youngest, and all of my aunts gave me something. And this one of my aunts is like another mother.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
And these are my loves, my super bonus daughters, and my husband.
Oh, look at y'all. Y'all look so happy.
All of us are K's, Kimberly, Kendall, and Katrina. And my husband is Randy.
Wow. Now, how long have you been married?
Next month is October. 5 years. Very, very new marriage. I got married late.
Okay, so you have to tell us about that. Tell us what this is.
Well, this is where I started my journey to become a coach. I was under the tutelage of Valerie Burton. I decided to take the leap of faith and I said, I'm going to do something for me. So I went to Atlanta and I went to the CAP Institute. It was a power-packed weekend of just cramming and learning from some excellent coaches and some long-lasting friendships.
Awesome. That is awesome. And you are now the proud author of?
Yes, Stuck is Not Your Story. So I am one of the authors in the anthology. When I heard the name of the book, I knew it was calling me because that was indeed my story. Stuck is not your story. Change is possible. And I want the world to know that you don't have to stay stuck. You can make a change regardless of how things look at this point. It doesn't have to stay that way. It's a lesson learned. What did you learn, and what can you take to the next chapter of your life? So nice. The name of my chapter is From Stuck to Level Up.
From Stuck to Level Up. Kim, we might be twins after all. I didn't think there was another Kim out there that I'm similar to, but I guess it would be Kimberly and Kimberly over here. All right.
Okay.
Listen, to get a copy of Kimberly's book, please visit her website, stuckisnotyourstorybook.com/Kimberly Fallis, Kimberly.Fallis. And again, this is for the podcast listeners, is stuckisnotyourstorybook.com/Kimberly.Fallis. Fallis. I have podcast listeners too that don't get to see the broadcast. All right, so this is awesome. Now, I see lots of comments coming in as well. So let me let you all know, for this flash round, if you have questions, you want to come on the screen directly, here you go. That's the link for you to pop in, or you can also just messenger me right on my Facebook and instant messenger me, and you can pop in that way through video or through the messenger phone call, and I'll pull you right into the broadcast, or you can just type your questions and comments right here. So right after this commercial break, we're going to hear from some of our studio audience members and give you a chance to answer their questions and respond to some of the shout outs. Is that fair?
That's fair. Thank you.
Are you enjoying yourself so far?
I am. Actually, this is my second time on your show. The first time I was with the Level Up Summit, but you had Yes. I knew you from somewhere. That's a shame. I've been having shows like every 5 days a week. That's why I'm trying. Let me put this up. Maybe people don't understand this, right? This is important for everybody to know here. Working in a show 5 days a week at 11 o'clock a.m. every single weekday, and it's not a bunch of repeat shows. This is what I'm doing here for the community, not just me. I have a whole team of people, and the whole team of people. She's shaking her head, shake it. Yes, I see you backstage. Okay, I wouldn't pull you in if I knew you weren't looking cute, but you're cute. Okay, so she's like, yes, say that. Say that. Listen, as a team of individuals that's with the Kim Jacobs Show, we provide our balance to the world to you all by bringing these outstanding guests on to help people on their journeys throughout life. We don't want you to go through this life and feel down and out, overwhelmed, not be able to manage or juggle your life appropriately. So we're grateful to be able to provide balance to the world through our guests like Kimberly. Anytime you ever want to support the show, these are some ways that you can do it. And I never put a hard press. I thank all of our online contributors, and we greatly appreciate our sponsors. Everyone is taking the course, the KimJacobsConsulting.com course. That's something that people have been taking on how to start their own shows from scratch. So quite a few clients are taking that course. And tomorrow we have a young lady graduating, actually. So I will be sharing her and our graduation tomorrow. But know that we are bringing balance to the world, and we appreciate your partnership with the Kim Jacobs Show. And please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right. So Kimberly, I am going to see, I'm trying to think what. You've already shared so much good stuff. So I want to know, what has been one of your biggest life-changing moments that helped you go from like where you were, even though you already knew you got unstuck, you moved to Maryland, you took key, you got a marriage, all kind of stuff started happening when you opened up your mind, right? Yes.
But what was the thing that like catapults you to the next level that you felt like it built momentum in your life? And how do you recommend that other people do the same when we come back after this commercial break? Okay. All right. I know I'm asking you on the spot questions. That's the reason I don't like to script it. You're like, Lord, girl, you gotta send me a list of all this.
It's all good.
You have a good time, right?
That's right. It's all good.
But it's not scripted, y'all. We're just having a conversation. All right, we'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, we're back with Kimberly Fallis. So that was a big question. One is, how did you get that momentum that really, really got up under everything you were doing and it catapulted you to the next level?
Okay, so I have been fighting starting my own coaching business. So I have been changing lives and transformation for a long time because I feel like that's who I am just by nature. So,
Yes.
but I've always felt like, oh, well, it's not the right time. Believe it or not, I was stuck in that. I was stuck in the career, got that handled. Then I was stuck in, oh, but what's a good time? It's not right. This is not the good time. That's not, it has to be perfect. Everything for me has to be just perfect. And that's not real. That's not real.
That's not real. No.
And that is a way to keep you stuck too, because you're feeling like everything has to be perfect and you're afraid that you're going to fail at something. But when the pandemic hit, believe it or not, I said, well, Lord, I have no excuse. I'm not busy. I can't go anywhere. So that's when I started to move forward and starting Level Up Academy, because I felt like, you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you don't move forward. There's a lot of people who need what you have, and you can make a huge impact in the world, but you got to get your own self unstuck in that respect. So when I decided to move forward, that felt like a relief off of me, knowing that I am going to use my gift to change the world one person at a time. So the pandemic is what got me going. It was like, you don't have an excuse.
I'm excited about that.
So and then I'm a coach at work as well. I'm a HR specialist. So I'm coaching all day on life benefits and retirement, but also the federal government has a coaching team. So I'm on the coaching team, and just by saying a kind word, it just does my heart proud to know that I'm walking in the gift that God has given me. So that's what keeps me going. Every day I talk to people, all walks of life, and they say, Kimberly, you're always so pleasant. And I feel like I'm doing nothing. I'm just giving you a word. I mean, I had an employee yesterday. She was so keyed up. It was nothing wrong. You know how sometimes we create problems? I told her package was perfect for retirement, but then she started to dig at question number 1. I said, when I mean perfect, I mean perfect. I said, please don't create anxiety for yourself. Just look forward to the next chapter. But sometimes, again, that's what keeps us stuck. We're trying to find something. This can't be this easy, or this can't be this real. But believe it, when God opens it up, walk in it. That's it.
Yes, Kimberly.
Yes.
Woo! You preaching, girl. You preaching. When God opens it up, and believe it. Some things are like, it's too good to be true.
Yes.
When God does it, it is true. It's
Yes.
true. It can't be just that simple. So that's a beautiful thing. Listen, I want to give people in the studio audience a chance to ask any questions or share some comments. So now is the time, everybody, for you to go ahead and pop those in, and we'll do a flash round and run through. I did already acknowledge you, Mother Lofton. So thank you so much. And good morning to you, Tanya. And I see you, Mommy, as well. Thank you for being on. I see you laughing at me, Tanya. You're so funny. Okay, past negative experiences. And let's go down to some of the other comments that may have come in as well. I see all of your teaching points, which we have those there for everyone in the various platforms. And you can go back and look at those as well. Awesome. And let's see if any other comments came in or questions. I saw some people popping on. Let's see, Athena. I see you, Athena Valentine, our sunshine expert. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you.
Amen. Yes.
The mindset and don't get sucked in.
Yes.
Any thoughts on that? How not to get sucked in
because when those negative thoughts, they're gonna come. So you have to say, nope, that's not what he said. And it's hard, but you just have to turn it off. Turn it off, because you will feel like you're going forward, and it will suck you right back. You'll be like, I'm right back here again. It's just a trick of the enemy. So
see you, girl, Kim and Kim. We could go on a national tour together. Be like, the devil is a liar.
Yes, yes.
I love it. She said, yes, yes. Athena said, yes, yes. Let's see any other comments coming in. Thanks, Mrs. Fallis. Thank you so much, Athena said.
Yes.
From stuck to level up. Yes,
That's
hashtag
right.
that. Hashtag from stuck
To
to
level up.
level up. So how supportive is your spouse? I know you've been married for 5 years now. How supportive is he of your journey as well?
Well, he says I could do anything, and he's always there to support me. He's like always asking, "Is there anything I can do to help you?" So he's very, very, very supportive. He's one big teddy bear. Everybody loves Randy. Everybody loves him because he's just a sweet. He's a Southern guy. He's from Arkansas. We met at work. I was at the retirement system in Raleigh, and he was
So
calling me.
Raleigh did come and play for something good.
Yes, yes, it did. It did. And that's how we met. It was a blind. He was calling about his retirement, and I said, "Sir, I have given you everything you need. There's no really need to call back again." I said, "But if you do, you're gonna have to buy me lunch because I done got paid enough. Now you need to pay more." He was like, "Oh, I'm not calling back." I was like, "Yeah, you will, because y'all are notorious." And he called back, and that's my story.
Girl, no, the camera did not freeze. Wait, what? No wonder, Athena, that's why I kept it right on there from stuck to level up. Now, Kimberly, now you and I are a little different on this one. You said, let me just understand, you said, you're not going to just pretty much keep calling this phone. I done gave you everything you need.
Yes.
And so next time you call, had you seen him or you just said that over the phone just to be saying?
I'd never seen him.
Okay, so Kim, now you cannot leave us at no cliffhanger like that. Now he called back.
He did. And
Take us there.
Okay, so he called back and I said, "Sir, you said you were going to visit your family in Arkansas." And I said, "Their first retirement check is always mail, so your check will be in the box. So there's no more to talk about." He says, "Are you married?" I was like, "No." So he said, "Well," I said, "Well, I'm adventurous. I like to drive. I like to just explore." Look at Kim. She's like, "What?" And he lived in Fayetteville. I lived in Raleigh. And I said, "Well, I can drive to Fayetteville." He's like, "No, I'm going to come to Raleigh." I said, "Okay." So we met at Fridays. I didn't know what he looked like, but it's just lunch. It doesn't matter. And that's how we met. And we talked and talked and talked forever. And
so when you saw him for the first time, when you saw your teddy bear let me find that picture. Let me find him.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, when you saw your teddy bear for the first time, what did you say?
Look at him. Because he had a coffee stain on his shirt. He was drinking coffee and he was a white. I said, "Where is he going?" But it's okay because we're going to go in here and eat. Mm-hmm. Look at Kim.
No, okay, now y'all, if anybody else, let me put this if anybody else got your mouth wide open here in this story, please put wow. She done cleaned the coffee. Wow. I'm putting wow. She cleaned the coffee stain off of her husband and got him a clean white shirt.
I know, right? Mm-hmm.
And now y'all booed up and got some bonus children, and God is just blessing. And he like anything to make your life better, baby.
I
Do it
know.
because he remember you taking that stain off that shirt.
Okay. Yeah. But that's my Randy. That's Randy.
I love it, Randy. Glad to have you, Randy, in the Kimberly life over here. All right. Let's see who else commented. Jocelyn Private says, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, let's see any other comments came in. And she said, thank you. My mom said, "My Kim, you know I want the book." Oh yeah, my mom's I get the books of every guest, so She definitely wants to get your books. I have to cash app you today and give you her address for you to mail her a copy. Is that possible?
Yes.
And she reads all of them. She got her highlighter. She can read your chapter first. Then she'll go back and read everybody else's. she read the chapter of the person that came on. That's so funny. And then she's like, girl, I read Kimberly's chapter. I said, Ma, how you get to the chapter already? It's like towards whatever. She's like, oh no, I go right to the person that came on the show first. Then I read everybody else's.
Where's your mom? Is she in the Tidewater area? Is she in Virginia?
Yes, she's in Newport News.
Okay, well, I can deliver the book at some point.
You gonna get an author visit.
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia, so I'm going to go right by her every time I go home.
Oh, I thought you lived in Maryland.
I'm not from here. I wasn't from Raleigh. I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. Yeah.
Wow. So you really had to open your mindset to do all of this traveling and be wherever God needed you to be to get you out of being unstuck. Okay. All right. So this is some good stuff. Oh, lots of comments. People said, wow, about Randy. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. Carrie Ann Hillier said, good morning, ladies. Kimberly, do you recommend the CAP Institute for other women that are watching today?
Oh, yes. It was an excellent program. Valerie Burton, if she's been on Today's Show, books, that's who spearheads this program. It's a power-packed weekend, and she was just so down to earth and authentic. It's not like you enroll in some of these programs and you never see the person. She actually is there every day. I have a picture with her. She taught every day. So she's very hands-on. So she's
phenomenal.
She is. I mean, in her spirit. So normally you're linked with kindred type spirits. And I have been following her and stalking her for years. And I thought the time is now. I'm going to go. And that's what I did. I just went for the weekend and enjoyed. It was a very good program. So yes.
Carrie Ann, if you want to go, some of us as mother dreamers, we can go together. Cassandra, different ones. Because I love Valerie Burton, just so y'all know. And you said me and her have kindred spirits?
Yes. When you meet with people, you normally link with people who have that type of spirit. And that's the spirit she has. So right now it's virtual. So you guys can do it at any point. Now, because of COVID, it's virtual, and she has the cohorts every, I guess, quarter. I went in October.
Excellent.
The year that I went.
We will definitely be looking into that, and everyone else that's watching CAP Institute, make sure you look into it. And Valerie Burton, I know I can say as well that I really just love her spirit, and I don't know her personally, but I love everything that I've seen from her and learned from her as well. So, all right, this is excellent information that you've shared today. Is there another takeaway tip for people that are already, they feel like I'm not stuck. I'm doing a great job in life. I'm on a mission. I am living my purpose. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. What can they do to kind of take it to the next level?
Well, always, if you even feel like you're not stuck, periodically reassess where you really are. So take some time to reassess and create an additional goal. Yeah, you've met this goal, but we still need to continue to progress and evolve. So it's an evolving state. We're never going to always be where we always are right now. But just look for something, look for the next level, because you want to level up your life. So
you're saying stuff that's in my book that I'm in the process of finalizing, and you're literally saying some of the exact. It's like, no, this is not just, I promise this is not like Kimberly Fallis quote. This is a Kimberly Jacobs quote and a Kimberly Fallis quote. This is crazy. But
oh my God.
Yes. So yes, I agree with you. And the only difference that I'm saying too is that we should always be ever evolving and not ever, I personally don't feel like I should arrive. And the only time that I will arrive is when I'm in heaven. And that's what I often say. So you'll hear that in the book as well. But okay.
I gotta get your book.
Huh?
I can't wait to get your book.
Well, my books you can get right at Kim Jacobs. Cassandra put it, I'm sure. Kim Jacobs KimJacobsShow.com. And I have Extreme Balance Makeover was my first book that came out. And then I am a collaborating author in Women of War. And This Is How I Fight My Battle. I wrote chapters in those books. And Cassandra, who is also with the Kim Jacobs Show team here, she is a collaborating author in Women of War as well. And so make sure that you all know that you can get Women of War from Cassandra Davis through her page as well. And she has copies of that book. So if you're going to get Women of War, I recommend that you get it from Cassandra. Even though I'm one of the contributing authors, I recommend that you would get it from her to support her as a collaborating author. And then these two here, you can get right on my page, KimJacobsShow.com. And then we also have another book that's coming out, which I should tell you guys about. And it's by this lovely lady, Dr. Nefertina Serrano. She's going to be releasing an anthology with 33 authors that have collaborated. And the book is called Rise Up, Women Who Lead Building a Legacy. Women Who Lead Building a Legacy. And that was a great anthology. I'm one of the contributing authors there too. That book.
Wow, I gotta look for that. Yeah.
And then hopefully, if I just be obedient, because the other book that I have right now is already complete. I just got to get it and finish with my book coaches and get everything out. And hopefully, oh man, I want to say before Christmas, maybe. Because it's already been done since last Christmas. I just got to get it out. And look, Cassandra leaned in. She like, tell me so I can hold you accountable. I think holding each other accountable is important too, right? When you're trying to do stuff.
It's definitely, you definitely need an accountability partner and a mentor or even a coach, but someone that can keep you accountable, because just to say something and no one's going to follow back up, then you may not move forward. You'll still continue to stay stuck. So it's good to work alongside someone. And even if it's not a coach directly, a mentor or a group, just a girlfriend, even just to say.
That's good. I have a small circle of people that really help hold me accountable, and I hold them accountable. And it's not just all fluff. I shouldn't have said that word. Sorry. It's not all just. And to me, when I say fluff, it's because I'm talking to myself. I just want to hold myself accountable. Okay.
Right.
But we hold each other seriously accountable. It's like, what are you saying you're going to do? And just do it. I don't understand anything wrong with saying, this is what you said you're going to do it.
That's
and
right.
Do it.
And
What
just do it. What is the problem? That's my mentality too. What's going on?
Yeah, it's like, if you're going to say you're going to do it, then just do it. If you can't do it, just say, I'm not able to do it, but go back and say, I'm not able to do it. I thought I was going to do it, but I'm not. I didn't get it done. And I want to be honest and say I didn't get it done.
But I'm still working towards getting it done. I'm just going to have to shift the expectation of when.
That's all. We could talk all day, Kimberly. I'm telling you. Yes. I love it. Okay, listen, right after this commercial break, we're going to come back and we're going to close out with Kimberly Fallis, who you can stay connected with her at Level Up with Kimberly Fallis, FALLIS.com. Level Up with KimberlyFallis.com. And on all social media platforms, you can follow her at Kimberly Fallis. So I am super excited. And our final episode sponsor that I want to share with you today is none other than attorney Charles Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm. They deal a lot with injury and disability claims, Social Security disability, SSI, supplemental insurance. If you're dealing with the wrongful death of a loved one, that's what you want to do, is reach out to Hunter Everidge Law Firm. They have locations. This is some of their partners right here. And they have locations in the Alabama area. They're also in the Charlotte, North Carolina area and in the Richmond, Virginia area. So this is going to be a great office for you to reach out to learn more. And let's learn more now.
I'm attorney Charles Everidge. I started out representing insurance companies until my father was seriously injured at work. 4 of his fingers were amputated. Our family went through a lot, so I know what you're going through as an injured worker. If you've been hurt on the job, call me now. I'll fight to get the workers' comp benefits you may deserve. I'll fight for you like family. Put my experience to work for you. Call 704-457-5000, the first call for injured workers.
And we are back with Kimberly Fallis. And Kimberly, you said that you heard something specifically from the Lord. I want us to kind of close out with what you heard from the Lord that changed it all for you.
That there's more to life than this. And it was just that simple. It was nothing super profound. It's just that it's more to life than this. And you go, really? Because at one point I was pretty content. But then when you heard the voice that there's more to life than this. I read an article And I had my bachelor's at the time, and the article was stating if you're not being paid X dollar, then kind of like you're cheating yourself. And I was in a position that I knew I could never make that. I couldn't. And it's not always about pay, it's still about growth. And in order to grow and do things that you want to accomplish for either the kingdom or yourself, it does take money. And when I read the article, I even took it to my director. I said, so when I'm ready to go, I'm going to need a super letter from you because you're pretty much just tipping me. You're not paying me.
That's good. That's okay. That's probably what people on my team would be saying right now. Kim, okay, at least you could do it. At least I'm pull you back in because I'm shaking your head. Okay. You're making a lot of gestures backstage. I can see you.
So sometimes you do paychecks of the heart. It's not always for pay, because it's not monetary. When you're paying because you're helping building other people. So paychecks of the heart are sometimes the best type of payment.
That's all. You know what? You have just such a positive outlook on life, and I would love any opportunity to work with you ever in life because this is just wonderful. Listen, everybody, as we prepare to close out, and I'm closing out a few minutes early today because I actually have a doctor's appointment with one of my children. And as the balanced doctor, and you're talking about just being transparent here, I have to be able to balance my life. I wear a lot of different hats, and Cassandra told me before the show she has a doctor's appointment with her child. So guess what? We wear a lot of different hats, and you can't have a show about balance. And first of all, when you talk about balance anyway, there are so many things that look out of balance and out of sync. It doesn't mean that you're out of balance. What is balance, right? Balance is doing things according to God's work and his will for your life. And that's simple as that. Tomorrow, I want you all to tune in I want to make sure I pull this up so that you'll see. Yes, we have a young lady that's graduating right here from the Kim Jacobs consulting course. And so we'll put how you could actually become a part of the course if you'd like, but you'll learn more tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. She's going to be right here, Rosalind, and she's the host of Sold Out Saturday Stories. And you're going to learn more about her right here on the Kim Jacobs Show on tomorrow. So be sure to tune in and to support. And then I do want to let you know that this weekend, our friend Chantel Patterson will be laid to rest. And that's why I say, when you ask me why did I stay up so late the other night, Kimberly, it's because I just kept thinking about Chantel, and I was like I was just processing and everything, her goals and her dreams. And her dream was to be able to own a cleaning company and to care for the elderly. But this woman went to great measures to help everyone in need. She caught the bus. She took me behind abandoned buildings. I was like, I'm not going back there. Everybody has a different cause. She was like, come on. This is where the people are that we need to serve. And I was like, you sure? And I mean, this woman went to the extreme to serve and help other people. And the world may not know it, but this weekend, she's going to be laid to rest. And there's a GoFundMe in honor of her. And I want to make sure that I put that link up, which I will put it in for you. And so please make sure you know that she's volunteered with Gabe's Heart Foundation for all 6 years. And this year at the Gabe's Heart Foundation 5K walk on September 25th at 8 o'clock a.m., we will be doing a balloon release in honor of Chantel as well. So if you haven't registered for Gabe's Heart Foundation 5K walk, go ahead and do so. You can just walk for free. So you can walk whatever for free, donate any amount. But if you want a t-shirt, then definitely go to gabesheartfoundation.org and purchase your t-shirt because I'm placing the orders in the next few days. All right. Thank you, Kimberly, for being my guest.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. I'm so excited to be here with you.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. And Kimberly Fallis, level up with KimberlyFallis.com on all social media platforms, Kimberly Fallis. Okay. Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
You're amazing. See you all tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day, everybody.
Talk to you soon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. so they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.